So, your brother Christopher's here. How long's he been here? So Christopher's been here.
Christopher's been here, I'd say, since before 97 or just after 97. I may be wrong. I think because he was in Queen Mary's Carshalton, he was then transferred to here.
And how has he found it? How have you found it?
I think in the early stages it was very hard for him because he obviously had been at Queen Mary's Carshalton since he was 7, on and off in the early days, and then he stayed on longer. And so them taking him out of that environment had a lot of effect on him, and he was one of the last ones to be moved. And in fact, we ended up having a court case over it because they really weren't doing proper reports on each individual. He got into it because there was a few more that came with him from where he was, but it's difficult. It was difficult for him in the very beginning. It's not too bad now, but he has his moments because it's difficult to express himself. So he loses faith and, might start sort of banging the table or screaming and something because, but these people do understand, so they know how to treat him the same as the other players. But in the very beginning it was hard.
But now you feel, how do you feel about the staff and the treatment he gets here?
I think they're very good actually. I think he's treated nicely. Obviously I'm not here all the time, but they're all very nice people here. The same at the other place. So yeah, I think he's not too bad.
Does he get on okay with the other residents?
I think he does, to a degree, but it's difficult to say because his mental state is probably about 2 years old or something, not even that. And I can't remember how old he is now, he's 7 years younger than me, so he's about 60 odd now. But yeah, he's doing all right to a degree, as best as I think he can be.
Do you get to visit often?
Well, I used to visit him every week and I used to take him out with my older brother. Even when my mum was still alive, I used to take him out then. We used to go out for a little drive. And, but obviously then my mum passed away. And then I started to come with my older brother, and then we had to stop it, I'd come 1 week and perhaps he would do another week, or we'd go together. But during COVID, it was very hard. So I was sending videos to the carers of myself and the family waving, and they'd send one back. And when I hadn't seen him for some time, I came down. And because he's got bad cataracts, I believe, all he could see really or hear me, he could hear my voice, and he came up and put his arms around me, and that made me feel really, quite happy and thinking that it'd been a long time since he'd seen me, but he remembered me from my voice, and he was happy to go out in the end, So yeah. COVID had, I think, a lot of problems at the time. It was difficult for people, and obviously a lot of the residents here now, they haven't got any family because all their family are older, like my family, parents, and they've passed away. But we've never ever forgotten him, never, because he was such a lovely little kid anyway. But it was hard for my parents to look after him at the time. So.
That's really is about it. I mean, unless you've got any other sort of thoughts about Shiellings specifically, any feelings about the facilities here, what you think of it as a place to come and a place to be?
Yeah, the place to be, it is very nice. residents get on, I think they get on with all the staff, and they try their hardest. They have little parties at times when it's their birthday. Anywhere any place can, you know, build up again and do other things. I think they're not too bad.
What about his room? Is that a comfy environment for his bedroom?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. I mean, it looks nice that they're doing it up, but it's not necessary. It's not necessarily the decoration that makes these people happy. It's who's working in here, what sort of entertainment they get, because they could be bored like anybody else. It's that sort of thing. It's not necessarily, you know, looking for a beautiful bedroom for him or a lovely kitchen for them. It's not really to do with that. It's what they can put in, the carers can put in. But you know, it looks nice, obviously. It makes you feel a bit better that it's not like a dormitory or anything. But yeah, anywhere is you know, you can be updated and things like that. But I don't know. I think he seems. It took him a long time because he's in the other place a very long time, and when he had. The doctors talking, they said it was going to be very hard for him as opposed to some of the others. And the sadness was that they did split up the group that had been with each other in this other place for a long time. But I think now that he's quite used to it, he has his moments. And I think he likes the staff. It's just the way it is now, really. And it is a nice place, it's a nice area. It wasn't far from my parents, they only lived across the road, so that was helpful. But yeah, no, I think it's a nice place, and they've got lovely people here. And they do a lot, you know, if it's his birthday or somebody else's birthday, they interview, you know, they say come down here and we'll have a little party, or they take them out. Obviously there could be more things that they could do, but they've also got to look after them, you know.
Okay.